Okay, it's been a while since I've been this side of the camera. My last few uploads have been just POV after POV after POV, and not that that's a bad thing, I'm really enjoying that, but it occurs to me that some of my new subscribers might not even know what I look like if they haven't gone back and watched other stuff, which is fine too, because you may have subscribed just because you like the POVs and you're not really into the vlogging side of it, but that's cool. Whatever works, as long as you're happy watching my videos, I'm happy. So I thought I would vlog today because I'm actually going on a photography job. I've mentioned it in my one of my previous POVs that I was working with a local coffee shop, and this is my last shoot that I'm doing with them for a while. So basically they've got 3 stores around Norwich. I've done 2 out of 3 and now I'm about to do the 3rd one. And it got me thinking that I might have some advice that might be of some use to some people watching these videos. We'll see. When you're starting out as a photographer, it can be quite hard to actively go out and seek work. It can be hard to land your first few jobs. So I thought I would share a little bit of advice on how I get my jobs, especially this particular coffee job that I've got now. So basically I approached the coffee shop. Well, actually someone I know that knows the people that works there approached the coffee shop, spoke to them about me, a photographer, showed them my Instagram, and expressed that I would like to go and shoot with them. So fast forward a couple of weeks and then they messaged me and I said to them, look, I'm willing to come to one of your coffee shops, do a shoot for free, just so you can see, you know, kind of my stuff, and then maybe we can go from there. So that is exactly what happened. I went for the shoot. My idea of going into the shoot was I will take about 100 photos maybe, only be there for an hour, give them about 20 good ones just as a little taster. It didn't end up working out that way. I actually gave them about 87 photos because I got a bit carried away, and to be honest I was happy with the photos. I wanted to give them some of my best work, so I had no problem with that. A few days later they asked me into one of their coffee shops for a chat. I didn't really know how it was going to go. I didn't know whether they were going to say they loved the photos or they hated the photos. Luckily for me they loved them, and they actually offered me to do the next 2 coffee shops paid. So from working initially for free, I then obtained 2 more paid jobs. I know a lot of a bit overexposed now, sun's just come out. I know a lot of photographers have very strong feelings about working for free, and I think if you're starting out it can be hard to put yourself out there. There's so much competition out there that it can be really challenging. So I think if you're happy to work initially for free, that can then open up some doors for you in the future. Oh, the lighting keeps changing. Good job I've got an ND filter on. Yeah, so that was a bit of a story. So I'm now packing my bag on what to take with me, and the last few times I've been, I have mostly worked with an 85mm. This is the Sigma 85 1.4. It features heavily in all of my POV stuff, bar one, just because I love it. So no doubt I will 100% use that. The only downside to it is it's a bit of a beast, but because it's a beast, it takes very good, sharp photos. I'm also going to take my 35mm f2. It's a Canon lens, really good, really sharp. I wish I could use it for filming more often, but the focusing motors are so loud, which is a bit of a downside to it. It's got the EF to RF adapter on it because I shoot with the Canon EOS R, if you don't know. And then I'm going to take the 24 to 105 f4L lens that I'm currently filming on now. 24 is the widest I can go at the moment, so I usually get there with the 24. Do the external shots, some of the more wide stuff, and then I switch over to the 85, get the really good stuff for big detail, and then maybe near the end I'll go to a 35. Yeah, that is just a little overview of the gear that I'm taking today. I'm going to take a flash which is in this bag. I won't need it, but it's always good to just have it on you. And what is great about working for this coffee place is they give me free coffee, and their coffee is amazing. I've got a little bit of a walk to the coffee shop, about 20 minutes, but that's not so bad. Luckily the weather is not very hot today, it's quite overcast. A lot of people love the summer and they love the sun. I'm not one of those people. I am not the fittest person in the world, and when I'm walking around I get extremely hot, and I'm hoping that today that will not happen. Hello, mister. Hello. You are looking scruffy, my boy. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy boy. Teddy has only recently got his cone off. He had this big surgical cone. Surgical cone? I don't know the word for it. But he had surgery and we had him neutered, so he had to have the cone on for like 2 weeks. And we've just taken it off yesterday or the day before, so he's enjoying his freedom, and I'm enjoying not hearing him walk into things because that was so annoying. But yeah, he's all good, he's all good. All the stitches are pretty much healed now, and yeah, a little update. Because I'm vlogging today as well as taking photos, I'm taking 2 spare batteries as well as the one that's in my camera, and that should be enough, but you never know, so I've also packed the chargers. But in all honesty, I'm only going to be there about an hour and a half, and that's the amount of time I'm meant to be there, that's the amount of time I've quoted for. But knowing me, each time I've done these shoots I get carried away and I end up being there for 2 hours. There's nothing wrong with that, guys, though. There's nothing wrong with giving extra time to your client if you're enjoying it. Like, I love photography, so I'm gonna just enjoy it. I'm not gonna put my business head on. You know, I'm building a really good working relationship with these people, so I don't mind working a bit extra if I'm enjoying it and I'm getting good shots. Okay, backpack on, ready to go. So you know I said that it wasn't very hot outside, so I was okay walking. Well, it turns out when you're walking up steep hills and you're as unfit as I am, it can get pretty hot. But yeah, the shoot went really well again. I'm kind of sad that I'm not going to be returning there for a while. It's just so nice working with the people that work there because they're so cooperative, they're really understanding, and luckily for me they don't mind being on camera. And believe me, it makes such a massive difference when you're working with people that want to be working with you and working with people that have to be working with you. But yeah, I think I'm going to edit the photos now. I think I'm going to set up my camera. I think I'm going to set up my computer and just jump in the edit, because I only really get excited about the photos I take when I'm editing them. My editing setup is literally ridiculous at the moment. It's literally a full-on computer in my front room. Mad. I usually have an office upstairs where I have my computer set up and do my work and stuff, but because I'm working from home in my full-time job, I've got my office computer and all my office supplies set up in there, so I couldn't have my personal computer in there anymore. There just wasn't enough space on the desk, and I'm updating a few bits on my computer, so usually I would edit on my Surface laptop, but it was just quite slow at times, which is why I wanted to start editing on my computer. But on Monday, I'm actually getting a new graphics card put in, so that's going to make things run even faster and smoother. But until then, I've just got this setup in the front room with a wireless mouse, wireless keyboard, and just a full-on desktop in my front room. But it's fine because I get to watch the TV, I get to hang out with Rosie when she's down here, and it's not too bad actually. I don't see why more people don't do it. I've just finished editing, so they are all exporting out now. 104 photos this time. My average is usually about 80, but they don't complain. They absolutely love having all of it to work with because they're very active on their social media and Instagram, so I'm sure they'll find things to do with those photos. I just get carried away and I want to give them all of the shots that I like. Whether that's a good move for me business-wise or not, I don't know. But I'm a photographer I love what I take, and I want my clients to have the good photos regardless of what they're paying or whatever. Does that make sense? Some of these shots just look so sharp. Like, I ended up not using the 24-105 at all. I mostly, to be honest, shot on the 85 just because I loved it so much. When I did switch to the 35, it served its purpose. Like, it was good to get some wider shots of the store and stuff, but it just wasn't as sharp, it wasn't as fun as shooting with the 85, so I love that lens. If you couldn't tell, I'm sure you can tell if you watch my channel. But yeah, I think I'm going to send over the photos tonight. I'm just going to quickly ping up a few of my favourites. And they'll go on my website in a couple of weeks. I give them, you know, the client time to push out the photos themselves. I may put some on Instagram in the future, but if you want to see any of the photos that I've taken, then I recommend going to give the coffee shop a follow on Instagram. I'll put their name up here. And if you're ever in the Norwich area, I definitely recommend grabbing a cup of coffee from them, because it's just, it's so good. But yeah, I've got like a massive headache. I don't feel like I've drank enough water today. But basically that is it for the vlog, I guess. I just wanted to show you a bit of the process of me going out and shooting, and share with you a little bit about how I get my photography jobs. If you liked this video, it would mean a lot to me if you give it a like, and a hell of a lot if you were to subscribe. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. But yeah, I've been gaining some new followers recently, and we're getting well on our way to that 100 number, which is lovely, of course. So yeah, I will see you soon with another video. It will probably be another POV because I just enjoy them, they're so much fun. But I will also be posting vlogs to this channel as well, if you didn't know, and I hope you like both types of video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you with another one soon. Bye!